Good morning, folks. Welcome to another episode of Calf Kick Sports. This is a very special one. We are introducing Abu Dhabi Jiu-Jitsu Pro in India and Kuwait. And what better to speak to the man who's organizing it all. Nick, how you doing, man?
Fine, I'm very good. Very good. Thank you.
Fantastic, man. But yeah, look, Nick, let's go straight into it. What inspired the decision to expand the Abu Dhabi Jiu-Jitsu Pro events into Kuwait and India? And what potential do you see for these regions in the growth of Jiu-Jitsu?
Well, India and Kuwait are two countries of Asia. AJP is investing a lot in Asia, and first of all, it's important to understand what is AJP. So the introduction of the Association of Professional Jiu-Jitsu that got supported and developed by Abu Dhabi. That, of course, is spreading from Abu Dhabi to all over the world. India and Kuwait. Kuwait is one of the countries of the Middle East, so exactly the place where everything is born. So we have to be there. You know, it's a very interesting place, and I'm sure Jiu-Jitsu also there is growing. In India is one really interesting and challenging places. Consider that I organize not only there, I organize in Europe, Africa, and Southeast Asia, and now also part of Middle East, with Kuwait.
Yeah.
So one of India and Kuwait are two different countries. Maybe in India there will be more no-gi players, but anyway, very good focus and attention to the martial arts. And I'm sure Kuwait will gonna be like good amount of gi players and already skilled players and spots.
Yeah, definitely. And in terms of kind of India and Kuwait, 10 years ago, you wouldn't look at these places as a hub of martial arts. What would you say are the unique challenges and opportunities that you anticipate in introducing Jiu-Jitsu in Kuwait and India?
The challenges, like every country that we where we land for the first time, the challenges are related to the first impact that we have with the athletes. So understand exactly the rules, even just the platform. People have to sign in. So in India, sometimes it's hard for people that don't really try. Not everybody trusts on the online payment outside of the country.
Yeah.
There is still a lot of cash payments. So register new websites. They have to start to be familiar with the platform. The platform require a membership, which is very, very cheap. It's like $10. But people have to, before be comfortable and understand that registering, they have a full profile, a full CV. They will be recorded all the competition where they have been, all the wins by submission points, or all the fighters they faced. So it becomes like a real profile, and if we want a CV of a fighter. So first of all, for sure, the platform, then start with the competition rules and the uniform. That's usually the challenge that we face. And I'm sure in India and the Kuwait we want to be the same.
That's awesome. Well, which part of India did you travel to as well? To kind of which part of India did you travel to?
I visit Mumbai and New Delhi. Mumbai for pleasure. My friend got married there, so I went.
Oh wow!
I was there. And New Delhi for business. I was in. My friend was living there in the Italian embassy, and was the period of the Super Fight League. We were.
Oh man, yeah, that's some cool stuff going on there, man, for sure. But moving forward, how do you plan to kind of support and nurture local talent in Kuwait and India? Are there any plans for training camps or academies at all?
Yes, that's the idea. Usually the camps are organized by national organizer.
Yeah,
The national organizer, everybody who is in touch with us in any way is one of our organizers, get the full support also for this kind of activities, because we have access of all the athletes, all the champions, and if they require some support to have a camp there, we are more than welcome to.
yeah.
We are more than happy to support.
Absolutely, absolutely. I can't wait to see the growth in those areas for sure. So Abu Dhabi has become a significant hub for jiu-jitsu globally, not just kind of a local area. What do you believe is the key factors that contributed to the success of this as well?
Abu Dhabi started with specific competition in the country with the only goal of teach to the people, to the local people, how to
Yeah,
protect themselves, how to be better. You know, the slogan of the national federation is contributed to build a stronger generation. So their goal is create better generation, better people, give to their child, to their son, better future. From this, with this base, we develop competition based on the passion, based on the right mix on sports, because jiu-jitsu, actually many people don't know him, but has completely different rules from Olympic sport and Olympic system.
yeah,
And I'm not talking just about rules, but literally about system. So merging what is a normal system, sports system, for example, in the World Championship. World Championship, we are the only one who do the country qualifiers. That's why there is the ranking, because usually in the ranking there are 80% are Brazilian.
yeah.
Ideally, it's not a real world championship. So each country has to get qualified. The representative of each country with the maximum points go and represent their country in the world championship. So,
Yeah.
so this is something that we took from Olympic rules, because in the Olympics we have this setup, and we mix with the jiu-jitsu rules. So our rule set is basically completely new, innovative, good for the organizer, good for the athletes, and it's just the perfect combination um, of the new jiu-jitsu style.
Yeah, definitely. And you can see it, like, how it's kind of progressed so rapidly over the last, few years. It's really seen as a landmark for jiu-jitsu practitioners to come and this build. But look, final question for you, Nick, before we get on out of here. Abu Dhabi, it hosts some of the most prestigious jiu-jitsu competitions. How do you feel like these events impact the local and international jiu-jitsu community?
Yeah, the impact that you have when you do a competition of that level is it's massive. It's not only related to jiu-jitsu. There are several factors. There are accommodation, food, beverage. There is like tourism, sports tourism. It's one of the important business that gets and sector that get developed in Abu Dhabi. The goal is always develop the sports, and I think with the years Abu Dhabi did a great job in develop the sports in a way that allow to the athletes to have a career in the sports. That's the secret. There is not like running a competition, get the medals, and that's it. There is a full career for the athletes. This is fundamental. Many people already understood, of course, the one that's the country that already have our competition. But the goal of the tour and the goal of Abu Dhabi is having competition in each country. Once we develop competition everywhere, people get known as the best athlete of the country first, then become best of the continent, and then they fly to Abu Dhabi. So Abu Dhabi become the land of the champions.
Yeah, 100%, man. Looking forward to Abu Dhabi at the future, and kind of the launch of Jiu-Jitsu in India, and just the growth of Jiu-Jitsu in general over the next few years. But thank you so much, Nick. This was extremely insightful. Thank you for kind of giving that information about Abu Dhabi Jiu-Jitsu Pro as well. I'm really looking forward to the launch. You said that the first, so 21st is the launch in India of June, and 22nd is the one in Kuwait, isn't it?
Exactly.
Awesome. But yeah, thank you so much. Make sure you guys check it out. We will put the links below of the interview, so you guys can kind of view that in your own time. But thank you, Nick. You're awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Cheers.